why are Nintendo games so fruity? Or Nintendo. I just find it funny to complain about how Nintendo games are colorful. This is the world. This is the state 410 is in right now. They just can't accept the fact that Nintendo, you know, is successful. They can't accept the fact that Nintendo is this successful. You know what the ironic thing is? One of the biggest complaints people have had is that the world has become more dull and less colorful. Nintendo, of course, hasn't, but you know, look at like compare cows to the 1980s. Compare McDonald's from the 90s to today. Okay, compare logos from the 80s and 90s to today. Okay, I wasn't around during that time, but everything was much more colorful and creative. This is the type of person who probably approves of all these logo changes that makes them less interesting. Why are Nintendo games so fruity? Only Metroid wasn't. Kids who grew up watching Gremlins and Robocop as Star didn't think this was cool in the early 90s. Really? That's like, you gotta be kidding me. I just find they're attacking Kirby. Okay? Like, why Kirby? Like, what did Kirby do to you? Okay? This was cool in the early 90s. Even Capcom knew they had to change up the Mega Baby and focus on the X series. Oh yeah, and the X series didn't really sell too well because Mega Man isn't this iconic IP that you guys think it is. Okay, heck, Kirby games have sold way more copies than Mega Man games. Okay, so let's see how many copies Mega Man has sold. Okay, 43 million. It's still a lot of copies, but Elden Ring, which only has 2 games to its name, by the way, has outsold one of the quote-unquote most iconic game franchises of all time. And Mega Man has like 6,000 games from the 90s and 2000s. Okay, Dying Light, a very relatively new series, also outsold Mega Man as well. Kirby, which is what to compare in this to, has outsold Mega Man as of now. 50 million copies for Kirby. And Kirby has far less games than Mega Man. Destiny only has 2 games. Outsold Mega Man. Far Cry, Diablo, so many much bigger games. And also, Capcom's own Street Fighter has outsold Mega Man. Okay? And Street Fighter only has 6 total games. If you exclude expansion packs as well. Okay? And also, let's not forget about how Monster Hunter is, went from like one of the most niche franchises to basically the second biggest franchise of all time. But Mega Man fans will never accept that because Mega Man, they really want to believe that Mega Man is on the same level as Mario and Sonic. Okay, Mario has sold 957 million series and might be the first game series in history to pass 1 billion copies sold, with Call of Duty thus far passing the 500 million sold. Pokemon and GTA are not that far behind, with 489 million and 455 million. And so, yes, Mario will be the first series to cross 1 billion copies, and where is Sonic? Okay, people be asking, okay? Sonic is at 154 million copies sold, okay? Mega Man is not on par with Mario and Sonic, okay? Heck, Sonic has even a live-action film series that has made $1 billion total, okay? And Pac-Man was the other series that they compare Mega Man to as one of gaming's most important series, has sold 63 million copies, and most people think of Pac-Man as an arcade game as well. So even with that, Pac-Man has still outsold Mega Man as well. And let's look at other mascot series. Crash Bandicoot, 75 million copies sold. And of course, Master Chief and Halo, 81 million copies sold as well. Is Mega Man really that important when Mega Man can't even outsell Elden Ring, which has one game in a spin-off, and still has outsold the entirety of the Mega Man franchise as well? Okay, I think really we need to accept the fact that Mega Man isn't as big as we made him out to be as well. Also, Rayman and Rabbids, if you include, because Rabbids is a spin-off series of Rayman. If you include both of them, I think The Rayman does not include the Raven Rabbids series, which also does not include Mario and Rabbids as well, as those games sold very, very well as well. Rayman also outsold Mega Man as well. Okay, and even then, the Rabbids series is still, they're still making Rabbids games. Like they made I think the last Rabbids game they made was the one with Mario as well, which those games have sold very, very well, you know, as well because a lot of people like them. And they are still making Rabbids games too. They are still making Rabbids games for the iPhone as well. And heck, they are still even making actual Rabbids games for the PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. So Rabbids still actually exists, and they're still making more of these Rabbids games. And don't be surprised to get a Mario Plus Rabbids free for the Switch 2, probably around 2027. Given the fact that Sparks of Hope, you know, has done way better than I think a lot of people have sold. That according to Ubisoft, the game underperformed, but the game still sold 3 million copies, which is nearly the same amount of copies that Stellar Blade fans claim Stellar Blade has sold. So yeah, goodbye.